Okay, everybody. You guys are still here. Get everything back on. Okay. Doing okay now? Okay. Trying to see if you guys are still there. Let's do a call out to all. Okay, guys. I know it's sort of disconnect for some reason, but we're gonna continue on. Try to continue where we ended up. Let's lose all of our data file, and I gotta redo this part again.
I made it to the delivery bay.
Good. See that command post next to the gate? You should be able to open things up for me from there.
Area compromise.
Ah, darn. I gotta do it quieter. Alright.
I made it to the delivery bay.
Good. See that command post next to the gate? You should be able to open things up for me from there.
Okay. Let's see here. Everybody, let's see if everything is still working still. Still things me is fine. Let's see if I can get see, am I able to see my chat still? No. For some reason it's not bringing it up. Are you bringing it up? Yes, it is. Okay. Everything's back to normal. Just taking its own sweet time to get back to normal.
Dusk, you're up.
On it. Once I've got their attention, you go find what we came for and slap on this fancy new delivery label. Got it?
Hey, you in the truck. What are you doing here? I'm just here for a pickup, man.
Pickup? What are you talking about? There's no pickup on the schedule.
Well, check it again. I gotta be on that. You really think I'd drive all the way out to the ass? All right.
According to the intel we received, the crates of explosives should be stored around here.
Should be, right? Ooh. Let me stop it. Nope, we can't sabotage those things, I think. So it looks like something you would end up having like a respawn, so.
All right, Dusk. The delivery label's been switched.
Then it's time for us to get the hell out of Dodge.
Wait. I smell something. Give me a minute to check it out.
No. Lots of it. Great. Silver.
I knew I smelled it. Silver. Whoever ordered this intends to kill Garu. Dusk. They're shipping out silver bullets. You know what that means.
Change of plans?
Change of plans. I need to find out who's buying these bullets and why. Buy me some more time.
Is go to Holy Spare you with very little time. Let's see. Skills that we have. We don't have enough points to get our skills, but it's combat. No, we're not going that way.
So, who's the lady the boss is meeting with upstairs?
She's from Endron.
Bullets? Who even uses that shit? Is she picking up some golden guns while she's at it?
You know what they say. The client is king, especially when the client's name is Endron.
Shipment's loaded. How are things on your end?
Shouldn't be much longer.
You were supposed to have delivered the ammunition 1 week ago. 1 week. Endron doesn't like waiting.
Well, paying, clearly. You're not getting anything until Endron is paid up. You can tell that to your President Watkins in person.
I don't think you understand what's at stake here.
Oh, I understand that you've just been attacked and you're looking to hit back. I also understand that you need our ammunition to do that. And we've got that ammunition right downstairs, ready and waiting to go as soon as you've paid us. Sorry, Major, but business is business.
Well, fuck you two. Then we'll attack Tarker's mill without your help. And rest assured, Mr. Watkins will hear about this.
Tarker's Mill. Hey! You and I need to talk.
Who are you? How'd you get in?
I'm asking the questions. Who are you talking to? The woman! And what's this attack on Tarker's Mill?
I'm calling security.
Try it and it'll be the last thing you ever do. Who's the woman who wanted silver bullets?
Major Grainer? She works for Endron. Ever since they set up their sights at Tarka's Mill, they've been having problems with the local population. And if someone comes to see me, it means they plan on solving their problems with raw firepower. Come on now. I've answered your questions, but I'm a busy man. I've got things to do. Let's put a stop to this little farce. I advise you to stay put while I call my guard. This is your one chance to walk out of here alive, so I wouldn't waste it if I were you.
You know what I do to men like you? I shatter their legs, gouge out their fucking eyes. Funny thing is, once I've gutted them and wrapped their intestines around their neck, they still beg me to spare them. These blind, broken men believe that they might survive, right up until they draw their last breath.
Jesus. What do you even want from me?
You obviously know what's happening at Tarker's Mill. Don't pretend that you don't have a network.
That's some dangerous information. You sure you want to know?
Talk.
Endron purchased some facilities at Tarka's Mill, and they're not there to create jobs, no. They plan to do the same thing they always do. Suck the land dry, even if it kills every living thing there in the process. And they'll kill anyone who stands in their way.
They can't just kill whoever they want. They've got money, but people would know. The media would spread it far and wide.
You really don't know what you're up against, do you? Endron is powerful. They can do whatever they want. No one will care about a few dead protesters. History is written by the victors, after all. Now, die! Bollocks! Security! Alert!
Tarker's Mill. My old cairn. Adana. I have to go back.
Okay. Yep. Ourselves ready to go to heal.
Dusk.
What the fuck are you doing, Carl? I just had to pop a couple guards who wanted to put a bullet in my head. Get the fuck back here already.
Now,
Sorry,
we're
but I didn't have
talking
a choice. Keep the engine running. We're out of here as soon as I get back.
The alarm went off in the boss's office, but I'm not getting any response from that sector. Take your positions, people. Maximum alert until the situation's clear.
No reply from the delivery bay either. Shit, what's going on?
It's looking right at us. Yes, it is.
Somebody over there? I don't like this. Huh? Dispatch, we got hostile in.
Is it gonna keep me silent for too long?
So much for the stuff.
Yeah, so much for that plan. Sort of found out as soon as I got through. Gotta wait for one of them to move. How? How am I gonna get them to move? Not have an escape route. Darn. Out of sight, out of mind. Yep, let's get through there. Go. That's how we do it.
Where are we headed?
Tarker's Mill. We're too late. Engine is already here.
What do we do?
Stop the truck.
What's even down there? My home. Dusk, stay out of this. Wait! Call!
Oh boy, now we're rescued now.
Rodko! Rodko, they've cleared our northern line. They have an exo.
We'll take care of the wounded later. We have to stop them.
Let's go! Move! Over there!
Oh, great.
Right.
Rodko.
You'll regret that. Clever boy. All troops, fall back!
Why don't you just take the shot there? Just shoot. So great.
Fucking silver. Tell me, where's Adana? Don't worry, Cahal. Your daughter didn't fight this battle.
How are your wounds?
Riddled with silver. They'll take days to heal. But things would have been far worse if you hadn't stepped in.
I just did what I had to do. Nothing more.
I honestly never thought I'd see your face again. Why'd you come back, Cahal?
I was worried about Adana. When I heard the cairn was being targeted, I had to come back for her. You know I couldn't stay. Not after what I did to Rafik.
I told you that your rightful place was at my side. What you had done could be forgiven. But no. You chose to abandon us. Me, the cairn, your daughter.
Where is she, Rodko?
With Ava. Working undercover at the biggest Indran site in the Pacific Northwest. Best option available to us after the failure of our last mission.
Rodko, you let Adana infiltrate Indran? My fucking daughter? After what happened with her mother?
Your daughter is the best undercover agent I have. We will not win our fight for Gaia without first bringing Indran down. And with your daughter on the inside, we're closer than ever. She may not fight like we do, but she's every bit as strong. You should respect that. The work she's doing inside Endron is absolutely vital. More so after what their private fucking army just did to us. I'm afraid her work won't be able to stop Endron from retaliating against us. Not after our last mission.
Your last mission? What do you mean?
You remember the old abandoned mine not far from here? Endron bought it and turned it into a training center for their new recruits. They launched an attack to wipe them out, but Tank Girl stopped us. The woman you saw in the exo during the attack, she drove us back.
Tank Girl, you call her. I encountered her during my last mission. She was trying to buy silver bullets from an arms dealer. That's where I learned she was planning an attack on the cairn.
Major Grainer. That's the name her men give her. But to us, she's Tank Girl. And she leads Endron's troops with about as much grace. Their attack on the cairn was their first wave of revenge for our attack on the training center. We managed to repel them this time, but it's only a temporary victory. They might return at any moment. And Endron just keeps recruiting soldiers.
Then we've got to go back to the mine and destroy their training center. It's the only way to buy the cairn any sort of safety. No matter how brief.
Go back? No. Not until I'm well again. Then we can strike.
With that in mind.
I'll take care of that goddamn training center myself. You know I can handle it on my own.
No. You're no longer a part of this pack. It's my responsibility.
And how long will it take for you to get better? Days? Weeks? If they return, the cairn will fall.
Huh. I'll think about it. Go pay your respects to your Fen and come back to me. Then we'll talk about the mine.
Okay.
My son. They killed my son.
He's lost a lot of blood. I don't know if he'll make it through the night. Has anyone told his wife yet?
She's gone. She bled out just before they shot him.
Supply everything.
This letter must have been sent just before the attack on the cairn.
Hey, Kahal. It's good to see your face again.
Our driver's here. What are you still doing here still?
The cairn is in a bad way. Dusk, what are you doing here? I thought I told you to keep clear.
You really thought I'd leave you behind like that? You should know me better than that by now. Besides, looks like you need all the help you can get. And I really don't want to lose my front row tickets to the Kahal show.
Thanks, Dusk.
Okay, yeah, no. Thanks sounds real weird coming out of you. Put that shit away.
Well, if you really want to help.
I'll go look after the injured. I rang the weather stormers and asked them to lend us a hand, too. Don't worry about me. You just do what you gotta do.
Of course. Oh, what's this?
Good to see you made it through okay.
Thanks in no small part to you. I'm glad you came back, Kahal.
Lambda Mankind really helped us out too. We're lucky to have them with us.
Of course.
Agnes didn't even know how to fight. He was a spirit healer, a caretaker of children.
Endron doesn't show anyone mercy, and we won't either.
Ares. But how? She was in the back, tending to the wounded.
It's all my fault. They had a sniper. I just couldn't take him out in time.
Let's see.
It has been many a year since I last felt your presence, warrior of Gaia.
It's been nearly as long since anyone called me that.
Your cairn needs you, and the wild has need of your protection. The Eater of Souls is fighting with all his might to take control of it. And he is winning. The corruption takes many forms, but the effects are always the same. You must help us fight back.
Well. They lose 5 to follow.
You fear for her safety then?
Thanks for coming.
She too is fighting for Gaia in her own way. But do not worry. You both walk the same path. You will find each other in time. To fight your battles, you will need power.
So, next please,
Power
1, 2, 3.
I can
Bring sauce
provide
and follow. I
by
did not see that.
helping you develop your warrior gifts.
Thank you, Ethan.
You may find lost spirits during your travels. Return them to me, and I will be able to strengthen your natural abilities. One last request before you depart. Many of your kin fell in combat. I would ask you to bury them. You will find their bodies both inside and around the cairn. Your penumbra vision will show you the way.
Okay.
Soothe their souls and send them to me, so that they may travel to the wild without being captured by the worm.
I will if I can, but my priority is Endron's training center.
Weaken the forces of the worm there, but never forget your brothers and sisters. Gaia needs you.
I hope Rodko's changed his mind.
We're staying, right? Doesn't mean that he's gonna change it immediately.
I went to see Fen. He's gotten so weak. Please, Rodko, let me help you. Let me deal with this training center.
Why is it that you care now, Cahal? We were so easy to ignore when we went right in front of you. What? You want to be part of the pack again?
I want to help the pack. I want to protect Adana.
But you don't intend to rejoin us.
I've already given in to rage and killed one of our kin, Rodko. I can't take the risk of doing it again.
You already know I disagree. Nonetheless, we are united by those we mourn. So I'll accept your help.
Tell me about Ava. How's she doing?
When you went into exile, she succeeded you as my lieutenant. She was ready and willing. It was hardly a smooth transition. I was forced to make some concessions.
I can imagine. There are a lot of humans in the cairn. A lot more than when I was here.
Ava's lamb to mankind.
I'd heard about her group of activists. They're actually getting a lot of attention at the moment. Not sure if that's the best thing for the pack.
That's what I thought too.
Thanks, Small World.
At first.
At first? So you've changed your mind about humans? That's a surprise.
A lot of things have changed in the past 5 years. Myself included. For the longest time, I never trusted humans. But then I saw how they fought. How they stood strong for what they believed in. I saw their potential. Even I had to admit that Ava was right. The humans have been stalwart allies in our fight for Gaia. And now you've seen firsthand what Indran is doing to us. Our ranks grow thinner every year. Ava's humans aren't afraid to put their lives on the line for their planet. What more could I ask for?
Tell me about Adana. Have you trained her?
Just as I promised you, I made her into a warrior. I taught her everything she needed to fight, to defend herself, so that we wouldn't see a repeat of the tragedy that befell Ludmilla.
Has she gone through her first change yet?
Not yet. And despite all my training, she never showed much inclination toward the wild side of things. She preferred to spend her time with Ava, studying humans, technology, and infiltration.
To walk in Ludmilla's footsteps.
That's right. And though it's not my way of doing things, it's certainly paid off. She has proved to be an exceptional spy.
Alright,
Rest assured,
thanks,
though,
Small World.
Adana's just as much Garo as you or me. Her first change will come in time, no matter what path she chooses to take.
So what can you tell me about this so-called training center?
Ava managed to get a hold of the mine blueprints to help us prepare for our previous attack. The site's weak point is its power supply. They apparently haven't had the time to give it a proper upgrade. The whole thing is powered by one big propane tank, just like it was when it was a mine.
I see. So if I blow up the tank, the whole mine will cave in, taking the training center with it. Then we'll need explosives. You'll be happy to know I didn't come back empty-handed.
I'm aware. I met your new friend, Dusk, right? He gave me the explosives you two stole. We've still got a problem, though. You don't know the layout of the site, and I'm too injured to go with you. Huh. I don't like touching the stuff, but I suppose I'll use Ava's radio equipment to guide you. That should do the trick.
Perfect. So we'll stay in radio contact.
Take the explosives and go. Good luck, Kahal.
Hello, Dusk, my friend. I owe you one.
Okay, what's up here? Starting to give me vibes to the Division kind of type side of low exploration, I guess.
Following in her mother's footsteps. Ludmilla used to say the same thing. Your mother would have been so proud. That was 2 years ago now. Donna was only a few days old when Ludmilla wrote this letter.
Go, Fiona Warrior, and survive.
Your eyes open. If any of those assholes show themselves, just fire. Do not hesitate.
Yeah.
They're currently recruiting at their training center.
Then, perhaps I need to enlist.
You hear the internal motto around here?
The cost of the fine is always less than the cost of compliance.
Bingo. Won't see that one in their ads.
You here to enlist?
Absolutely.
That's the spirit. Did you register on our website?
Nah, I prefer to do things in person.
Can't say I blame you. What's your name?
Cahal Phil.
Cahal Fillin. Hell of a name. There you go. You're on the list. All right then. Go report to
Hey,
the instructor
Depot.
for testing. He's in the warehouse. Oh, and one last thing. Looking at you, it's pretty obvious you've done some time. Try not to mention that. The instructor hates ex-cons. This way. Control, I've got a candidate for you.
Okay. We're in.
Welcome. If you're looking to sign up, you have to talk to the instructor. Head over to that building in the courtyard.
Staying undercover.
Caught one of Endron's new ads on TV last night. They've even got a brand new slogan. Greener action serving the biosphere.
Yeah, thanks for coming by.
There's nothing they won't greenwash, huh?
Couldn't be further away from that.
Good boy. Questionnaire.
I'm here to be recruited.
You? How'd you make it through the physical without breaking a hip? All right, Gramps. Let me just find you on the list here.
The name's Mitchell.
No Mitchell on my list. I'm warning you now. We don't take kindly to recruits who fuck around. So, what's your story?
I'm fresh out of prison. 5 years. Heard Endron could give me a new start.
Yeah, I could smell it on you. People like you are the fucking scum of the earth, you know that? If it were up to me, all you'd get is a bullet in the head. But Endron's looking to fill its ranks, so we've got to take whatever we can get. Now let's get down to business. You ready for the interview?
I'm ready.
Let's start with a technical question then. Our assault troops are equipped with a new type of pump-action rifle. What kind of sight is it equipped with?
A holographic sight.
That's right. Let's talk Endron now. The company has an internal motto for those in the know. Can you tell me what it is?
Greener action serving the biosphere.
Look around you, dumbass. Do you think Endron gives a shit about going green? That's just the swill we serve the masses. Okay, enough of this paper-pushing bullshit. I know a combat vet when I see one. Welcome to Endron's training program. Head over to the waiting room. Someone will come get you new recruits in a few minutes.
Understood.
Of course, that was playing a little dumb-sided.
So you managed to get through their test just like that. Well done. But they want to make you wait. We don't have time for that. You should see a command post overlooking the waiting room. It'll have a computer inside and a service door leading into the mine. That computer will allow you to open the service door and cut communications with the lower floor. what's going on in the training center.
Mm-hmm. Quietly getting down here. Infiltrated, even though it wasn't the cleanest. Right. That was something I didn't expect to end up trying, but it worked. Let's see here. Why? Don't know what hit him. It was too late. That was easy. Surprisingly got through there.
I'm in the mine. The propane tank's at the center of the site. There should be a service door that leads there.
Yeah, but before we do,
Damn. Cross your fingers, we're gonna be part of the team for the next attack.
research. What's that? Okay. Camera's offline. Now let's see if we can get in there.
Our training regimen will transform you from a flabby disappointment into a hardened killer. So, best equipment and money can this comprehensive checkup, you'll be treated with a serum reserved for the Endron elite. The serum will heighten your reflexes, increase your pain tolerance, and make you stronger than ever. You'll need it for the training to come. For now, I'll ask you to wait here. An officer will call you in when they're ready for you. Take the time to watch one of our training sessions.
Screw you.
See through the window behind me.
What is it, man? We got an animal roaming around. What? Loose wolf. Shit.
We need additional units!
Wanted a little bit quieter, but I guess I could.
I see the tank.
You're going to have to cut through the medical sector to get there.
They're injecting something into their recruits.
We're aware. Endron's soldiers reek of the worm. We've been trying for weeks to figure out just what's in that serum of theirs.
How long will it be before our latest batch of recruits is trained?
2 months for most of them. Less for the ones who react well to the serum.
Excellent. I'll communicate that to Major Grainer when she returns.
So the injections have something to do with the worm.
We think so, but we can't prove it yet. That's one of the things Ava and Adana are investigating.
Nothing in here for me to do. It's time
There's silver here. Lots of it. The smell's overwhelming.
You must be in their armory. The propane tank's downstairs from you.
Alert! All personnel. The security of this installation has been compromised. This site is under lockdown. Suspended immediately.
This thing is definitely tough to damage.
Alert! All personnel. The security of this installation has been compromised. This site is under lockdown. Suspended immediately.
Only if there was something to sabotage even more than that.
Alert! All personnel. The security of this installation has been compromised. This site is under lockdown. Suspended immediately. under lockdown. Defective immediately.
You as a fucking coach.
I hate exos.
I made it to the propane tank, but there's a soldier
there, Mike.
guarding it. He's more monster than man, though. Just muscles stacked on muscles.
One of their elite soldiers. One way or another, you're gonna have to deal with him.
That takes the edge off.
Security's detected an intruder, but he's not going anywhere now that we got the site locked down. Stay on your guard and put a bullet in him.
Oh, sorry. I was just focusing. I wasn't really speaking. I'm just trying to strategize how to get to the person. At the moment, he's really dug into there pretty good. So, yeah, I just so far trying to think what to do with this kind of scenario right now. Not getting.
Now to set the explosives.
Yep. Now let's just set the charges and get out.
There we go. The explosives are in place.
Time for you to get out of there.
Yep. Time for us to get ourselves out. In the Of course, we forgot to turn off one of the cameras.
I'll make good use of that.
Yep. Well, he used one to hit him. Of course, we brought him in a good sight. So right now, we're just getting the evacuation out of here now.
Snipers, take your posts. The rest of you, clear this room. Leave no stone unturned. The intruders
Yep, let's get up here. I think I'm still in the other room still. Now, let's do a little button. What's that? Door activated. Cams offline. Simple as that.
This is about those big bastards.
See here. Okay, get through them.
You should see air vents running
There
along
we
the
go.
top of the walls in some rooms.
Got out.
When the ventilation system isn't running, those ducts will lead you straight outside.
I cannot collect these things. Hmm. Let's see here.
Search the warehouse. If you find the intruder, don't try to play hero. Give the alert immediately.
I would have ended up forming and automatically revealing. Go. It's that close, but didn't notice just yet.
What the hell? Everyone on me!
Alert. But where's the person? You don't know where they are. What kind of mouse here? Jeez. Talk about they're not even seeing or hearing it. Are you gonna leave your guard post to come over here? He is. He's taking the bait. Come on. Come on. Oh. Section is only alerted, but not the full alarm. Right now, he's just so far contemplating or scourge the area. Where is everybody? We're almost clear from this section. We just need him to be eliminated. There you go. The alarm's been tripped fully. Only a local alarm tripped. There you go. Disabling all the security is basically what we're trying to do. So we didn't get the big people to take care of us. Basically, partially stealthily. I don't need any more ammo.
What's the latest on the program?
The flamethrower exos have just cleared testing. Just got the green light for their deployment.
Good. Keep it up.
Of course, they're both gonna meet up here, aren't they? Go. These guys are now taken down. Okay. Strategizing how to keep this thing quiet without alerting even the researchers are still a threat to us still. Okay. Since we don't need to take care of those two, we'll just continue on our merry way. Let's get out.
I'm almost at the control room.
Steel yourself. Cutting the ventilation won't go unnoticed.
I don't know what those crucial items that are right there. Let's see here. Safe right here. This is all we have as researchers. It doesn't look like much, but looks can be deceiving.
What's it?
Now let's disable these junction boxes.
Now we're talking.
These would stop them from automatically getting us more and more people at the same time. Reduces the amount of trouble we have to deal with. So, luckily there's no cams in here. Let's see here.
Let's do this thing. We need additional units.
You're not gonna get additional units. Yeah, but their life expectancy is actually less. Oof. Well, that takes care of
The
them.
ventilation system's down.
Then your path is clear. Good news. Ava's just arrived back at the cairn and brought your daughter with her.
Hidana.
Okay. Well then, that means we got that part done through. Now. Oop. Cutscene. Ooh. I think we a little overdid it. Don't you think?
I imagine you'd like to see your daughter before anything else. She'll be in Ava's quarters, I'm sure.
I don't like the looks of this. Way too quiet. Way too quiet. Terminal's locked. Crap. What are we? Mode lockout? As that task is done. So, hopefully everybody's doing right. I know I haven't been paying attention to chat as much, but it's been a lot of unknown trying to figure out what's going on. Comment on that one. Thought he would have ended up saying something, but I guess not.
Nobody here. But our computer's on.
Cahal! You know I hate it when people mess with my stuff.
That's an impressive amount of equipment.
It's the bare minimum for leading a handful of activists against a megacorp like Indrin.
Haven't changed much, have you? Aside from a couple of new lines on your face.
Thanks, asshole. You know, always knew you'd come back. It was just a matter of when.
This isn't quite the reunion I had in mind.
But it's a happy one. I heard about your handiwork at the mine.
Oops.
Adana.
Cahal?
You must have a lot to talk about. I'll go check on the solar panels. Catch you later.
Adana, how are you doing? You've grown.
It's not worth trying to rebuild that bridge now, Cahal. Not after abandoning me for 5 years.
I'm sorry, Adana.
Where do you think an apology is going to get you? You know, it was hard enough to get over Mom's death. But dealing with the fact that you chose to leave me behind when I needed you most, that left a scar. You were so focused on doing what you thought was right, that you never thought about what it might do to me.
I don't blame you if you hold it against me. But I still stand by my choice. I spent those 5 years finding my way back to the man I was. Even if you were with me, I wouldn't have been me, and you'd have been just as alone. I was in no state to look after you. I couldn't have been the father you needed. I wasn't.
Stop, Cahal. I'm really not in the mood to hear you rewrite our family history. Endrin just carved a bloody wound into my cairn. They killed my friends. Right now, all I care about is tearing Endrin apart.
Rodko told me you and Ava were undercover at Endrin during the attack.
That's right. I managed to infiltrate the fracking site. They just upped my security clearance, too. I've got access to their protected data. This is the best chance we've ever had at taking Endrin down. We sink them from the inside.
You've seen how bloodthirsty Endrin is. Did you know they have a price on your head?
They're not the first, and they're not about to scare me into stopping. We've lost too many already. And if we run, how will we honor their memory? The pack comes first. Besides, Endrin doesn't suspect me at all. I'm secure over there.
Secure?
Endrin has full confidence in me. Hell, the whole team at the fracking site looks to me for my expert chemical analyses. As long as I stay their golden girl, there's no way they'd imagine I'm connected to those scary eco-terrorists. Least of all the cairn.
At least.
Endrin's built a fracking site.
It was a rush job. They'd set it up and posted guards before we had any time to react. It's a danger to nature and the spirits alike. Those sites are one of the greatest threats Gaia faces today. It hurts my heart to work there. But I also know that I'm the best chance we've got of putting a stop to it. Soon.
You really do take after your mother. Took me aback at first.
I miss her too, Cahal. I think about her every day.
She would have been proud of you.
If you say so.
Oh, come on.
I'm proud of you, too.
That's nice of you to say and all, but I know you didn't want me to follow her path. That you wanted me to be a warrior like you and Rodko.
I don't know about that. But Garu's life has its share of problems, too. I can't blame you for following your mother's example. She really was exceptional.
She sacrificed herself for Gaia. And she didn't abandon me, so you know.
Hey.
How was it with Rodko and Ava?
Honestly, it was hard at first. Rodko was... He was really mad at himself. Over you going away. Over Mom's death. He obsessed over my first change. Trained me for months and months. But as we trained, I started thinking, I don't want to go through my first change.
Are you scared?
Fuck no. I just don't want to be a Garu. You're all too unstable. Mom wasn't a Garu, and she was one of the best fighters the Cairn had ever seen. I think that's why I drifted toward Ava and her way of doing things. Fortunately, Rodko mellowed out after a while.
I was able to talk with him earlier. Seems like he's gotten more open-minded in these past few years.
It took him some time to come around, but he finally realized that Ava's methods serve Gaia just as well as his do. Now he's got no problem with the idea of working with humans, or my choice to follow in Mom's footsteps. Anyway, Ava and I will keep working at Endron's fracking site. We're gonna take those assholes down from the inside.
Sink Endron from the inside. And how do you plan on doing that?
A while back, Ava, Rodko, and I discovered that Endron's injecting its new recruits with a special serum that makes them more... everything.
Yeah, I saw it myself when I was in their training center. The injection transforms people. Makes them stink of the worm.
There's more to it than that. When I first joined Endron's ranks, I was trying to figure out what was going on with their biofuel project. But while I was analyzing the formula for the biofuel, I noticed an encrypted molecule within it. No employees have access to its composition. That same molecule is in the substance they're injecting their troops with, as well as another project, the Earthblood Protocol.
The Earthblood Protocol.
Like to know that
Any idea what that's about?
Not yet. But that can wait until after we figure out what this mystery molecule actually is. Once we figure out what that mystery molecule really is, we'll know what they're pumping their soldiers with, and their plans for this biofuel. Then we'll leak that info to everyone who'll listen, block the biofuel's launch, and hopefully put the final nail in Endron's coffin. Thing is, right now the encryption they're using on their data is impossible to break. That's why we came back. We wanted to tell Rodko how we were stuck and figure out what to do from here.
Yeah, I read Ava's letter to Rodko. How can I help?
If you want to help, go meet with Ava. She and Rodko will be figuring out our next steps.
All right, I'll go check in with her and then have a talk with Rodko. Any idea where I'll find her?
By our solar panels. If you've got any other questions, you'll find me with the rest of the pack. They need me.
Ouch. He's really not happy with us completely.
Old notes from Ava, before she created Lambda Mankind.
I think this is a good area to save, guys. But before we head off, see here. Some skills here. Since we already ended up. Let's finish this off first. Let's just finish this quest real quickly.
How you doing, big guy? Figured I'd get out of the way, let you catch up with 80. Though, from the look on your face, it doesn't look like it went well.
She's still angry at me for leaving.
Can you blame her? Shit, being a teenager's bad enough, but Ludmilla's death, your exile, it was all hard on her. But you did what you had to. You had to get away from us to get yourself back on track.
That's what I tried to tell her.
I've been telling her that for years. Never eased her pain, though. But you're back now. It'll pass. Just give it time.
Adana told me about your mission to infiltrate the fracking site.
Yeah, about that. We're currently at a roadblock. Endron's data encryption is uncrackable.
So she said.
Our only way to get our hands on that data is to take it directly from the server in their lab. But surveillance is tight. Even Adana couldn't get in there without being caught. And I don't think I could create a big enough distraction to draw their security's eyes away.
How did Adana's training go while I was away?
Rodko tried to make a Garu out of her, but all his training didn't exactly bear fruit. I know she doesn't like talking about it, but she says she doesn't feel the gift.
Do you think she's right?
I think only time will tell. But all of Rodko's obsessive Garu training only pushed her closer to me. She took an interest in my work, wanted to know all about my approach to infiltration, my thoughts on humans. And she was a fast learner. Call it ego, but I used to think she was trying to be like me. Then I realized she already had a role model, her mother. Adana realized that I could teach her a lot of the same stuff her mother could have, so she stuck to me like glue. And then she shifted up a gear, studied at Caltech and Columbia University, and she did it all on her own. You should be proud of her.
Always have been. Lambda Mankind's really made something of itself, hasn't it?
Yeah, took us a while, but we've got a solid group, and our name's out there. The bigger we get, the more we can do. Still need to get public opinion on our side, of course, and that's not going to be easy given the way Indran and its puppet media portray us. But the longer we fight, the better we can reclaim our narrative. The people will come to realize we're fighting for them in due time.
How did you manage to convince Rodko to house Lambda Mankind at Tarker's Mill?
Back when you were here, he wouldn't give the idea the time of day. But when he named me lieutenant, I told him I'd agree on one condition.
That he'd accept your Lambda Mankind.
Yep. Once he lived around them for a while, he finally saw that their determination to save the planet was every bit as real as his. And today, they're fully integrated into the cairn. Rodko's a big reason Lambda Mankind's accomplished what it has today.
Okay, that's good.
Adana taking action, the attack on the cairn. It's hard for me to ignore the parallels with the day Ludmilla died.
I suppose the infiltration strategy doesn't exactly help things, huh?
Yeah, but I'm trying to push it from my mind. I trust you, Ava.
Don't worry, Cahal. Even if the broad strokes are similar, the details are completely different. We lost Ludmilla because we didn't know that Indran was working with the Black Spiral Dancer. Piece of shit must have realized Ludmilla was one of us. Nothing else could have. There's no way in hell that's happening again. We've checked Indran's security on all their sites around Tarker's Mill. There are no Black Spiral Dancers, not one. Adana's got this. She'll be safe.
Okay, if you say so.
So, how do you like being Rodko's lieutenant?
Things were a little bumpy in the beginning. Rodko didn't like my way of doing things, so I had to assert myself. Deep down, though, I don't think he would have gone easy on anyone. Nobody could replace you in his eyes.
Sorry you had to go through all that.
It's not your fault, Cahal. I know you needed your time away. I'm not going to blame you for that. Besides, filling Rodko's cairn with humans was never going to be an easy process. Rodko just had to get over it, to learn to stop yearning for the past. It was a slow process, but he's finally managed to turn the page. That said, your return has done him a lot of good. All of us, really. There's a lot of change we can effect with you here, Cahal. Keep that in mind. The fracking site's too well protected. It's too much for 2 people.
What's Rodko think about you two going undercover like this?
As you might imagine, he was a little resistant at first. But once he understood what we wanted to do, he gave us the green light.
Sounds like you've got something in mind.
If we want to draw security's attention, we have to hit them hard. Blowing up the refinery should do the trick. But that's not happening until we can get into the fracking site. That's step 1. The site is protected by an electric fence and a myriad of cameras, all of which are powered by the dam Indran acquired when it bought the site. Now, if someone could get into the dam and connect me to their network, I could access their system discreetly.
Allowing you to cut the power to their defenses without their notice.
Exactly. We can worry about the fracking site after that.
Okay. I'll go talk to Rodko to see how he wants to make up the teams.
Thanks, Gahal. It's good to have you back. But if you don't mind, I'd like to take a few moments for myself. Lost some friends during the attack.
Don't worry. Take all the time you need.
Yeah, it looks like everybody took.
So, any news on the group that was supposed to launch?
A lot of stuff happened around.
As you know, Magadon claims they opened a new lab to develop natural supplements. It's obviously a front, but they've got the
This letter must have been sent just before the attack on the cairn.
How are things on your end?
We don't expose
We're holding up,
a whole lot
but
of
I'm afraid our
unsuspecting
problems
people
are
get
far from
poisoned.
solved.
The new
One
lab
less
of theirs
problem,
is still under
now that you're
construction,
back.
And their
It's been too long, brother.
It's the perfect time to stage an attack.
We split into
Let's see here.
There's still a long way to go. But life's picking up again in the cairn. Ludmilla, I hope you can see this, wherever you are.
Okay. Okay, guys. We're gonna go ahead and end it right there before we continue on further. I know we want to continue on, but we all gotta stop somewhere. So that's gonna be our stopping point for the moment. I do apologize for the glitch that did ended up happening earlier. I know it did hiccup right there, so didn't expect it to hiccup on me, but it did. Do apologize for that. So let's see, who are we going to go ahead right to? Oh, he's still on still. So we're gonna go ahead and go ahead and raid into him. We're gonna go ahead and raid this Willix, which he's playing Ark Evolved. So I want to thank you guys for joining me on this episode here. You follow and subscribe, and I want to thank every single one of you for being here with me on this episode, and do hang in there. So I want to thank you guys. I will catch you on the next episode. Thanks for watching.